Welcome back to the Las Vegas Raiders franchise here on Madden 25. In the last episode, we picked up a big win over Denver 30-23, but then unfortunately we lost Indianapolis by 3. And now we move on to week 7 where we take on the 1-4 New York Giants. It would appear that Jackson Dart has officially taken over as their starting quarterback at a 74 overall. At running back, they have Cam Scatabo at an 80 overall and Tyrone Tracy also at an 80. And then over at wide receiver, if I can get there, is going to be Malik Neighbors at an 87, Wan'Dale Robinson's a 79, and Darius Slayton is a 77. Over at tight end, they have Theo Johnson at a 75, left tackle is going to be an 85, left guard is going to be a 76, center is going to be a 73, right guard is also going to be a 73, and right tackle is a 77. Then jumping over to the defensive side of the ball, they have a 74 overall at left end, right end is going to be an 87 in Abdul Carter, defensive tackle is a 97 in Dexter Lawrence, outside linebacker is a 78, middle linebacker is going to be an 83, right outside linebacker is going to be an 87 in Brian Burns. Then at corner, they have an 82 in Drew Phillips and an 83 in Paulson Adebo. Free safety is an 84 Javon Holland, and strong safety is a 78 in Tyler Nubin. Taking a look at the division standings, we are still in second place with a 4-2 record. Kansas City is in first in the AFC West with a 4-1 record. But now we get ready to face our next opponent, and these Giants apparently have the lowest scoring offense in the league at 14 points per game. Our defense is holding teams to 19.1, but we'll see how well that matchup goes today. The very first drive of the game would be a 3-and-out for the Giants. We would get the ball and now face a 3rd and 6 from their 29. Quarterback Michael Elliott has us driving, and a quick pass will find his man, and that'll set up a 4th and 1 at the 24. Now the question is, do we go for it here or just kick the field goal? We are just going to play it safe and actually send out Daniel Carlson so the kick is away, and we're up 3-0. Jumping later into this game now, we're in the second quarter, and I was about to jump in here, but Michael Elliott decided that was not necessary and found Jacoby Myers for a 40-yard touchdown, so now we're up 10-0. Later on in the second quarter, we would get another field goal, so it's 13-0. And with a minute 2 to play here in the first half, they have finally gotten into Raiders territory. Jackson Dart will drop back to pass, fire this to the outside. That'll be caught for a gain of 6, and they'll burn their second timeout. They now face a 2nd and 4 from about the 30-yard line. Dart will drop back to pass, a quick throw, and another quick catch, and a first down. And they are not going to burn that final timeout here. Under 30 seconds to go here in the first half. They line up in a shotgun set. Dart will drop back to pass again. He's going to let this one go downfield. He's got his man, and that's Malik Neighbors. Never mind, it's Wan'Dale Robinson for the first down. I think all I saw was the number 1 and assumed it was Neighbors, but now on 1st and 10 from the 14, Dart will drop back and throw it underneath. That one is just straight up dropped. Now a 2nd and 10. Dart back in shotgun here from about the 14-yard line. Will drop back and look to pass. Fire this to the outside. That'll be caught and into the end zone. Touchdown Giants. They finally get on the board today. We now go into the second half. We have the ball. It's a 3rd and 10 from the 46. Elliott's going to throw deep downfield, find his man for the first down. That's Jacoby Myers to about the 36-yard line. Haven't really got to watch a lot of this game, so we'll go ahead and stay in on this drive. Elliott comes out as the only one in the backfield here. We'll take the snap and look to pass. A quick throw will be caught, I believe, by Sean Bishop, a rookie receiver, for no gain. That brings up a 2nd and 10. We'll come back in a shotgun set. It looks like Ashton Jeanty is still lined up in the backfield here. He's going to send Jack Bech in motion. Elliott will take the snap, and a quick throw out to a wide open Jack Bech, who steps out of bounds to bring up a 3rd and 4. And once again, Vegas comes out with a shotgun formation. Ashton Jeanty in the backfield. Elliott will look to pass. He steps up and tries to get rid of it, but it falls incomplete. And I imagine, yes, we will bring out kicker Daniel Carlson. This will be about a 47-yard attempt for the kicker. The kick is away, and this one will be good. We would once again get the ball back and have driven down to their 40-yard line, where we face a 3rd and 6 here late in the third quarter. We're going to send Brock Bowers in motion and then send him right back. Elliott will take the snap and look to pass, and he has the first down over the middle to Jack Bech, who's brought down near the 30. Michael Elliott going back in a shotgun formation here from the 29-yard line will drop back to pass, rolling to the outside, and may just need to take off, and he will have a solid 7-yard scramble there, which will officially set up a 2nd and 3 from the 22-yard line as Elliott lines up under center. We'll take the snap and fake this one to Ashton Jeanty. Now throw it over the middle. That'll be caught by Michael Mayer, returning from injury for the first down to about the 13. Elliott lining up under center again. We'll drop back, and this time it's another quick throw and a one-handed grab behind him by Jack Bech for a 5-yard gain. Will lead to a 2nd and 5. Now, will we take the snap before the end of the third quarter out of a 5-wide set? And it does not look like it. We will head to the fourth quarter up 16-7. From here, we will find out if we can finish up this game. From the 8-yard line on second down, going over the middle, he finds Brock Bowers, and that sets up a 1st and goal from the 1. The play call here should be incredibly easy. Give it to Ashton, Jeanty, and get off the field. Hand off to Jeanty, who will walk into the end zone completely untouched. Touchdown Raiders. And in simulation, we would go for 2 and get it to make it 24-7. The Giants would then go 4 and out in simulation. So we got the ball in great field position. It's a 1st and 10 from the 11. A quick throw will be caught, and that'll get us down to the 7-yard line to bring up a 2nd and 6. Elliott back in his shotgun set again. Ashton, Jeanty in the backfield. Elliott will take the snap, and a quick throw caught by Bech, who will get his way down to the 2-yard line to bring up a 3rd and inches. And once again, this should be an easy play call. Just give it to Ashton, Jeanty, and watch him follow the blocks. Or never mind, they may have just jumped off sides to give us a 1st down here. And it's a false start. Never mind. That will move it back to the 7-yard line where we face a 3rd and 5 out of a shotgun set. Elliott will look to pass. He's got room to run, but will throw to the end zone. He finds his man. They say he was not in, though. We are challenging the call here because I think Jakobi Meyers was definitely in the end zone there. I can't really see his feet from that angle. There's the catch. There's 1 foot, and there's the 2nd foot. I think he's in the end zone. And the refs would eventually agree with me as we now are up 31-7 following this extra point. Following that drive in simulation, Jackson Dart finds Cam Scatabo for a 70-yard touchdown, so they are able to make it 31-15 after they get the 2-point try. Ultimately, it would not matter though. We get out of here with a 31-15 victory and improved to 5-2 on the season. I will warn you though, before we go look at stats, that in simulation, quarterback Michael Elliott did throw 1 interception at the end of the game. Obviously, it did not matter, but I just want to let you guys know that he did not completely take care of the ball today. But I'm going to say he still played pretty well, especially for a rookie quarterback. 30 of 44 for 308 yards and a touchdown, 1 interception like we talked about. On the ground, Ashton Jeanty goes for 106 yards and a score. And then receiving Jakobi Meyers, 8 for 123. Actually got 2 touchdowns. I don't know why it's not showing that. So our quarterback should also have 2 passing touchdowns because they got 1 in simulation, and then they tried to say 1 was incomplete, but he got his feet down. I don't know. EA is just a great company whenever it comes to these things. Moving on, though, it looks like the leading tackler kind of got spread around the entire team. They did do a lot of 3 and 4 and outs throughout the game, though. Nakobe Dean and DJ Turner both came away with 4. In sacks, Max Crosby got 1.5, and Tonka Hemingway came away with a half of 1. Interceptions, though, we got 0. That does not mean Jackson Dart had a great day, though. He goes 14 of 28 for 176 yards and 2 scores. On the ground, Scatabo only got 27 yards on 7 carries. And then receiving, it looks like Scatabo was probably their best receiver, 2 for 70 and a score. But Darius Slayton also came away with a touchdown. Following that game, we would get to go into our bye week in Week 8 with a 5-2 record, which is absolutely incredible. And then with division standings, we are still in 2nd place because the Chiefs are now 6-1, the Broncos are 4-3, but our next opponent is the 2-6 Tennessee Titans, which means we get to face another quarterback from the 2025 draft class. This time it is the number 1 overall pick in Cam Ward, who is an 81 overall. At running back, they have an 81 as well. Wide receivers a 79, 76, and 76. Tight end's going to be a 75. Left tackle's a 79. Left guard's a 77, center is a 76, right guard's an 86, and right tackle is a 78. So just going off ratings, their offense does not look very good. Let's see if their defense looks any better. A 74 overall at left end, at right end's an 88 in Jeffrey Simmons, defensive tackle's an 81, outside linebacker is going to be a 74, middle linebacker is a 79, right outside linebacker is a 70. Then at corner, they have an 81 in Justin Turk out of Notre Dame, a rookie, and an 85 in L'Jarius Sneed. Free safety is a 73, DeMar Hamlin, and strong safety is a 79 in Xavier Woods. And I would definitely say their overall ratings definitely show their team rating and their record at 2-6. Looking at their stats through the year, and yeah, they're one of the worst offenses in the league, along with one of the worst defenses in the league. Which probably means for whatever reason, they're going to be able to make this a close game, and it's going to come down to the wire. But who knows? I could be wrong about that. Our defense was able to force a 3-and-out on their first drive, and now we've gotten down to their 31-yard line, and that's a handoff to Ashton Jeanty for just a couple yards, which now sets up a 2nd and 8 from about the 29-yard line. Elliott back in shotgun will take the snap, hand off to Ashton, who will break one tackle and then get brought down. So we will face a 3rd and 7 at the Titans' 28-yard line. Elliott will come back in a shotgun set again. This should be a pass play as we send Brock Bowers in motion and then send him right back. Elliott will be looking for a pass here. He drops back and out, lets this one go. He finds Brock Bowers for the first down to about the 18-yard line. That will now set up a 5-wide set for the Raiders as Elliott is the only one in the backfield. He'll take the snap and look to pass. He's going to throw this one to the end zone and overthrow Jakobi Meyers. Now we face a 2nd and 10. Elliott back in shotgun again. Jeanty is in the backfield. He will drop back and look to pass, standing in the pocket. Has all day to throw and finally will step up, let it go, and nearly get intercepted. All right, you had all day to throw, and that was the decision you made. Next time, just tuck the ball and run, man. 3rd and 10 from the 18-yard line. If we don't get this, we would probably just settle for a field goal. Elliott will look to pass again. Once again, all day to throw. This time he will take off. He breaks that tackle, and he will fight getting close to the marker. They rule it a 1st and goal at the 7. A nice, tough run from our quarterback. Now we come out in an I formation, and this one will go to Ashton, trying to follow his blocks. Gets to the outside, and will get brought down. They rule that actually a loss of 1. That brings up a 2nd and goal from about the 8-yard line now. Elliott back in shotgun. Will draw back to pass again. And he's going to roll to the outside. Elliott's going to try to take off. And he gets to the edge inside the 5 and brought down to the 1-yard line to set up a 3rd and goal for Vegas. This should be a pretty easy play call here in this game. 3rd and goal. Give it to Ashton, who will dive into the end zone. Touchdown. Raiders will go up 7-0. I haven't been showing much of the defense in this episode because not a lot has been happening. We got the ball back. It's now a 3rd and 9 as he finds Sean Bishop and will convert down to the 28-yard line. Just a couple plays later, it's now a 3rd and 9 from the 27-yard line. Elliott will drop back. He's under pressure, and he's just going to take off and slide down to the 25-yard line, so we should just get to see Daniel Carlson. That kick would be good, so now the Titans are down 10-0. They get the ball and have driven down to our 21-yard line, and on 3rd and inches, they do not get the first down. And honestly, I expected them to go for this down by 10 points, but they're just going to take the field goal and make it a 1-score game. But following that field goal, our offense is now driven down to the 22-yard line of Tennessee. It's a 1st and 10. Elliott from under center. It's a quick pass to the outside, caught by Jakobi Meyers, who will get all the way down to the 17 for a gain of 5. And we'll take that snap right before the 2-minute warning. It's going to be a play fake. He's going downfield. He finds his man, and Jack Bech will make it a 3rd and 2 with 1:57 to go here in the first half. We will now come out with a 5-wide set. I imagine this will be a quick pass. Elliott is the only one in the backfield. He'll take the snap and looking to go downfield. It will be a quick pass to the end zone and a wide open man. Touchdown to Ashton. Jeanty will go up 17-3. And that would also be the score going into halftime. We come out now late in the 3rd quarter. It's a 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. It'll be a play fake. Elliott on the run will find Jakobi Meyers down to the 1-yard line to bring up a 1st and goal. With a shotgun set, and it looks like we have 3 tight ends in on the play. We're going to send Taysom Hill in motion. Take the snap, hand off to Ashton, and he is going to find his way into the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. We're up 24-3. And it kind of feels like this has been the Ashton Jeanty game here today. In the 4th quarter, Tennessee is driven down to our 11-yard line where they have a 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to the running back. Goes to the outside. It was immediately brought down. Only a 1-yard play. That brings up a 2nd and 9. Out of a shotgun set, he'll take the snap and a quick throw over the middle. Caught by his man. He'll break one tackle and get brought down. And it sets up a 3rd and 2 now from the 3 for the Titans. As Cam Ward comes out in a shotgun set one more time. He will take the snap and look to pass. Run to the outside. He's going to be under pressure. He's going to try to take off, and Cam Ward will get into the end zone. Touchdown Titans. And it would appear the Titans are looking to make this one a game. They got the ball back and have driven down to the 7-yard line. It's a 1st and goal with about 6.5 minutes to go. It'll be a toss to the outside, and he's going to get to a walk into the end zone. They have made this a 1-score game. But unfortunately for the Titans, as I simulated the extra point, they actually missed it, so it's still an 8-point game here. We face a 3rd and 14, and he's getting sacked on the play. So the Titans will be getting the ball back. With about 3.5 minutes to go in the game from the 12-yard line, we need our defense to come up with a stop. Ward will take the snap. It'll be a handoff to Spears, who goes to the outside. He is met and brought down. That'll be a 6-yard gain to start this drive. Now a 2nd and 4 from about the 18. He's coming back in a shotgun set. He's going to send a man in motion. He will take the snap and look to pass. Standing in the pocket, he's going to let this one go, and that is to absolutely nobody. 3rd and 4 coming up. Cam Ward comes out in a shotgun set again. See if they try to get a quick pass for the easy first down here. He's going to send a man in motion and then send him right back. Now Ward takes the snap, stands in the pocket to throw, goes over the middle, and a wide open man will keep their drive moving. Reminder that they still have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning here. 2:15 to play in regulation. Ward will take the snap and roll to the outside. He's going to throw on the run downfield and find his man all the way down to the 48. That should take us down to the 2-minute warning. Never mind, I lied. They actually called a timeout with 2:10 remaining here in the game. Ward will take the snap. A quick throw will be caught. He'll break that tackle and then get leveled down for a 9-yard play. Now that one really should take us down to the 2-minute warning. They come out now for a 2nd and 1 out of a 5-wide set. He'll take the snap, and he's going to let this one go over the middle. A wide open man for the first down all the way down to the 23-yard line. However, they elect to not burn a timeout, so the clock is run down to about 1:25 to go in the game. He sends a man in motion. Ward will take the snap and look to pass again. Another wide open man over the middle. We are not covering underneath at all. 2nd and 3, and they will actually burn a timeout with 1:16 to play. Cam Ward is now going to line up under center here from about the 17-yard line. He'll take the snap, and it'll be a play fake. Roll into the outside, and now lets this one go. Caught by his man, and he'll get out of bounds to bring up a 3rd and 1, and it will stop the clock at 1:12 in regulation. Ward comes back in a shotgun set again. From the 14-yard line, we'll drop back and look to pass. A quick throw, caught by his man. He has the first down, but doesn't go out of bounds. Brought down to the 10-yard line. They are not going to burn that final timeout, though. About 45 seconds to go in the game. Ward with a quick throw, caught by his man. We'll get down to about the 4-yard line. Will they burn a timeout here? Yes, they will, with 37 seconds remaining. In a game that looked like the Raiders had it handled, we're in one hell of a situation here. 2nd and goal. A quick throw in a wide open man. Touchdown, Titans. They are a 2-point try away from tying this game. Cam Ward comes out in a shotgun set again. He will take the snap. It'll be a handoff. Who gets absolutely buried on the play, and the comeback will fall just short, barring the onside kick. That stop was made by Christian Wilkins, by the way. Now here is the onside kick. It is away, and it was touched by the Titans first. I think the Titans may have been able to dive on top of it. No, we actually came up with it, but they touched it before it went 10 yards. Which will ultimately wrap this game up. That was a lot closer than it should have been. Like I said at the beginning of the game, their ratings were really bad, so there was a chance they were going to take it down to the wire, because that's just how Madden works most of the time, it seems. But either way, we get here with a win and improved to 6-2 on the year. And our rookie quarterback, Michael Elliott, goes 24 of 34 for 266 yards and a touchdown. On the ground, Ashton Jeanty only got 33 yards on 14 carries, but did come away with 2 scores. And then receiving, Jacoby Myers was our best receiver, 7 for 88, but Ashton Jeanty was the only one to catch a touchdown today. Justin Simmons and Landon Roberts end up being our leading tacklers with a total of 7. We got 1 sack from Max Crosby and 1 from Baron Browning, but no interceptions. Cam Ward finishes today 28 of 33 for 274 yards and 2 touchdowns. On the ground, Tajay Spears 46 yards on 15 carries, and Cam Ward ran in for 1 score of his own. Receiving, though, Kayshon Boutte 8 for 87 and 2 scores. And if I said his name wrong, I apologize. And now we move on to Week 10, where for the first time this season, we will get to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. We all know who they are, led by a 99 overall in Patrick Mahomes. At running back, they have an 89 in Isaiah Pacheco. Over at wide receiver is an 89 in Rashee Rice, an 84 in Xavier Worthy, and an 82 in Marquise Hollywood Brown, a former Oklahoma Sooner. At tight ends, a 94 overall in Travis Kelce. Left tackle's a 75. Left guard's an 80. Center is going to be a 95 in Creed Humphrey, another former Sooner. And then right guard is Trey Smith at a 93. And right tackle is Josh Simmons at a 79. Then starting over on defense, they have George Karlaftis at left end, who is an 87. At right end will be Mike Dana, who is a 78. Defensive tackle is Chris Jones at a 94. Outside linebacker is going to be an 87. Middle linebacker is going to be an 85. Right outside linebacker will be an 82. And then at corner, they have a 97 in Trent McDuffie, an 80 overall in Christian Fulton. Free safety is a 77, and strong safety will be a 79. Now, for the most part this season, I have been really impressed with this team. We have a 6-2 record here at Week 10, which is very good for us. But I always knew that this game was going to be the real test. The first matchup against Kansas City, they outrate us in every single thing. 88 overall, 89 offense, 87 defense, and then they are the highest scoring offense in the league. So it will be a really big test for our defense. Well, in simulation, they got off to a decent start. It was not a 3-and-out, but they did force a punt, and now we've driven down to the 21-yard line. Elliott will throw to the outside, caught by Ashton Jeanty, who is buried for a loss of 5. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 15 now for the Raiders out of a shotgun set. He'll drop back to pass. A quick throw to the outside gets intercepted, and this is probably going to be a pick 6 unless our quarterback can catch him, and he'll break that tackle. Never mind. He does go down to the 36-yard line, but unfortunately, Shamari Connor does come away with an interception on quarterback Michael Elliott. Following that, in just one play in simulation, the Chiefs got down inside the red zone, and that's going to be a flag on somebody. Does that knock them out of the red zone? Yes, it will. That will move them back to have a 1st and 15 now at the 23-yard line. Mahomes is back in shotgun. Will take the snap. It's a handoff to Pacheco. Goes to the outside. The blocking is really nice as Pacheco will get all the way down to the 9-yard line. That is going to set up a 2nd and 1. Mahomes comes back in shotgun again. He will take the snap. They go right back to Pacheco, who goes up the middle, but won't have the first down. Brought down for no gain by Landon Roberts. Now it's going to be a 3rd and 1 as Mahomes goes under center. Pacheco is still lined up in the backfield. Do they go back to him for a 3rd straight play? Yes, they will, and it will get him a first down all the way down to the 3-yard line to set up a 1st and goal. Mahomes with a shotgun set now. Pacheco in the backfield. They go back to him for a 4th straight play, and he'll be brought down to the 1-yard line to bring up a 2nd and goal. And now it looks like their backup running back will finally check into the game as Mahomes comes out in a shotgun set again. But this time it will be a pass play. He's going to the end zone and finds Marquise Brown. Touchdown, Kansas City. Unfortunately, on our next drive, we would have to punt it away, and now they have gotten back down inside the 10-yard line. It's a 1st and goal from the 7 as he throws to the outside, caught by Marquise Brown, brought down to the 5-yard line. So that will lead to a 2nd and goal now for the Chiefs. Mahomes back in his shotgun set again. Pacheco's in the backfield. Mahomes will look to pass, and he's going to the end zone and will find his man. Touchdown to Rashee Rice as they go up 14-0. All right, Elliott, can you finally respond today? It's a 3rd and 2 from the 41. Right before the 2-minute warning, it's a quick pass caught by Jacoby Myers. That'll get us down to the 31-yard line, and that will officially take us down to the 2-minute warning here. Let's at least get some points before halftime. 1st and 10 out of a 5-wide set. He's going to throw this downfield, and that is going to be caught by Jack Bech down to the 20-yard line. So another new set of downs for the Raiders as our quarterback will line up under center. Elliott goes over the middle. A quick pass caught by Jack Bech for just a gain of 2. And are we going to burn a timeout? No, we will not. We let it run all the way down to about 53 seconds. He's going to be the only one in the backfield for this play, letting the clock run down even farther. Looking to pass, goes over the middle. A one-handed grab by Brock Bowers. We'll get all the way down to the 6-yard line, and we'll burn our first timeout with 44 seconds to go here in the half. Now Elliott comes out in a shotgun set again. Ashton Jeanty lined up in the backfield. Elliott will look to pass, though. He's going to throw this to the back of the end zone, and he finds his man. Touchdown to Jack Bech, and that barely got by the corner, but I will definitely take it. We would then get the ball to start the second half, but face a 3rd and inches from our own 40-yard line. We'll send Taysom Hill in motion. We're going to fake this one to Ashton Jeanty, but now throw it to a wide-open Taysom Hill for the easy first down. Just needed to keep this drive alive. Now we'll come out with a 5-wide set. Elliott's the only one in the backfield. He will take the snap, and they're bringing a blitz as he goes downfield and gets intercepted again today. Try to get that one to Ashton Jeanty, and I think this one is going to be a pick 6 for Kansas City as they will go up 21-7. Our quarterback, trying to make up for it, has driven us down to the 21-yard line on the next drive. It'll be a play fake to Ashton Jeanty, and now he's going to let this one go deep downfield, and that is in and out of the hands of Jack Bech. That should have been a touchdown 100% of the time. 2nd and 10 now from the 21-yard line still. Out of a shotgun set, we'll take the snap, run the play fake. A quick throw to the outside. That'll be caught by Jacoby Myers and sets up a 3rd and inches at about the 11. Now we line up in an I formation. Just give it to Ashton Jeanty. Taysom Hill's lined up at fullback. Elliott will take the snap, and never mind, we give it to Taysom Hill, but he does not get the first down. And now down by 2 scores, we face a 4th and 1, and we will be going for it. It'll be a pistol set. Ashton Jeanty in the backfield. Elliott takes the snap, hands off to Jeanty up middle for the first down and more. Ashton Jeanty into the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. Then our defense has now forced Kansas City into a 3rd and 14. Can we get them off the field? Mahomes under pressure, goes underneath, caught by Kelsey, who is brought down immediately. 4th and 11, and they'll punt it away. And the ensuing drive will take us into the 4th quarter, where we have a 3rd and 5 from the Chiefs' 30 as Elliott drops back to pass. He's going to fire this deep downfield and nearly get intercepted again. He was trying to find Taysom Hill that far downfield, but we are going to go for it here with 12:09 remaining. Out of a shotgun set to avoid a turnover on downs, Elliott will drop back to pass. A quick throw caught by Bech, and our drive will stay alive to about the 23. Now quarterback Michael Elliott lines up under center. Will drop back to pass, standing in the pocket, going deep over the middle, and that one gets knocked away to bring up a 2nd and 10. Back in a shotgun set now for the very next play. He's going to send Brock Bowers in motion and then send him right back. Elliott takes the snap and looks to go downfield. Rolling to the outside, needs to get rid of it. He's going to try to take off, sack, fumbles the ball, and Kansas City has recovered. The 3rd turnover from our rookie quarterback, 2 interceptions, and now a lost fumble. But hold on, in simulation, Justin Simmons has just picked off Patrick Mahomes, so we get the ball the 18-yard line. Our quarterback may have just been bailed out by the defense. 1st and 10. It'll be a play fake dash and Jeanty rolling to the outside, needs to get rid of it, finally will, and just throws this one away to live to see another down. So that will bring up a 2nd and 10. It's going to be a pistol set. Ashton Jeanty still lined up in the backfield, and this time we will give it to the running back who goes to the outside and will end up with a gain of about 7 yards. That sets up a 3rd and 3 at the 11. Elliott comes back in shotgun again. Jeanty is still in the backfield if we choose to go to him. We're going to send Bowers in motion and then send him right back. Elliott takes the snap and looks to pass. Standing in the pocket, throws to the outside, caught by Jeanty, who will step out of bounds but gets the 1st down to set up a 1st and goal at about the 8-yard line. We are under 10 minutes to play in the game. Elliott back in shotgun. Jeanty is lined up in the backfield. We're going to send Bowers in motion and line up outside. Elliott looks to pass, goes downfield, finds Jacoby Myers, who will fight his way down to the 1-yard line, which now brings up a 2nd and goal, where we come out in what looks like a goal line set. Taysom Hill's lined up at fullback. Ashton Jeanty is the running back. Do we just go to that? No, it's a play fake. He gets rid of it, though, and finds his man. Touchdown to Michael Mayer, whatever. Touchdown Raiders. We are all tied up at 21 on a 3rd and 2. Mahomes runs a play fake, and now he's going to let this one go deep downfield, and he gets intercepted by Justin Simmons near the 20-yard line, brought down to the 26. And with 6:38 to go, we get a massive turnover from Mahomes trying to take a shot play. Elliott just take care of the ball and chew off as much time as possible. Handoff to Ashton Jeanty, who goes to the outside, and he's going to get brought down for a 6-yard carry. That is now going to bring up a 2nd and 4. We come out with 2 other people in the backfield. Looks like Taysom Hill and Michael Mayer are both lined up back there. We now send Taysom Hill in motion. I imagine this is about to be a run play, and that's exactly where we go with it. He tries to follow his blocks. Ashton Jeanty breaks that tackle and gets brought down to the 42-yard line, getting the 1st down. You know, I would be perfectly fine just running the ball just about every play on this drive. Now on 1st and 10, we'll give it back to Ashton Jeanty, and he's going to get met and brought down this time for a 5-yard run. We are now under 5 minutes to play in the game. Elliott comes out with a shotgun formation. Jeanty still in the backfield. That's where we go with it. Ashton Jeanty for the 1st down, and he's going to get met and brought down to the Chiefs' 42-yard line. 1st down Raiders. And it would now appear that A.J. Dillon has checked in at running back, and that's where we go with it, and he's going to get met immediately and brought down. They rule it a loss of 1. That is apparently all the rest that Ashton Jeanty needed, though. He's back in the game for 2nd and 11, but Elliott will look to pass here, dropping farther back. And he's just going to look to take off, and he will, across the 40 and slide down at about the 38-yard line. That now brings up a 3rd and 6 for the Raiders. 3 minutes to play in the game. With a shotgun set, Ashton Jeanty in the backfield. Elliott's going to send it, looks like Bech in motion here. He will finally take the snap and look to pass. It's a screen to the outside, caught by Ashton Jeanty, but he's met and brought down to the 40 to bring up a 4th and 7. And we are going to send out Daniel Carlson for a 57-yard field goal to try to take a 3-point lead. Snap, hold, kick is away, and the kick will be off the upright and no good. Well, this is now incredibly unfortunate. We have given the ball back to Mahomes at his own 47-yard line with 2:15 to play. He will take the snap and looks to pass. He's under pressure, and he's going to get sacked on the play by Tonka Hemingway back to the 33-yard line. What a massive play from the second-year defensive tackle. Now a 2nd and 23. Running the play fake, and Max Crosby's going to get home this time. 3rd and 27 now for Kansas City. From really good field position all the way back to their own 29-yard line on 3rd down. They give it to Pacheco, and he's not going to find any space. We will burn a timeout with 1:29 to go, and they have to punt the ball back to our offense here. So we'll figure out exactly where our offense is going to be taking over. It'll all come down to rookie quarterback Michael Elliott. The punt is sent deep, and we're going to field this at about the 30-yard line, and it's just a fair catch. All right, Elliott, the moment of your career. You can lead a game-winning drive against Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs now. And if we pick up the win here, we would take first place in the division for now. So a lot is riding on this drive. A minute 24 with a shotgun set and 2 timeouts. Elliott will take the snap. It's going to be an RPO to the outside, caught along the sideline, and Jacoby Myers gets out of bounds for a 7-yard play. Now, I will remind you, Kansas City does have all 3 timeouts to try to get the ball back. Elliott, out of a 5-wide set, rolls to the outside and will throw this one away. Dude, just take off. You have like 90-something speed. Either way, it leads to a 3rd and 3. He's going to line up under center. Ashton Jeanty is in the backfield. He'll drop back and looks to pass. A quick throw caught by Bowers, and we get the first down to the 42. So the clock will now keep running. Down to a minute to go in regulation. He'll take the snap, roll to the outside. Elliott needs to get rid of it or just take off. He'll take off this time, get the first down, and a lot more. Is anyone there? They finally get him at the 31-yard line, and Kansas City has to burn their first time out. On the very next play, we come out under center, and we'll give it to Ashton Jeanty up the middle, who will be brought down. Kansas City will burn their second timeout. 49 seconds to go in the game. From their 33-yard line, almost said from our own 33, we're going to send Michael Mayer in motion. He's going to line up as a fullback as we give this one to Ashton Jeanty, and Jeanty will get met and brought down. Had Mayer been able to hold that block for like another second, Jeanty could have broken that. But now with 46 seconds to go in the game, they have no timeouts remaining. He's going to come out, take the snap, give it to Ashton Jeanty, who goes up middle, now bounces to the outside, will get met and brought down. Now, will the CPU be smart enough to kick a field goal here? The clock is running down. It's a 45-yard attempt for Daniel Carlson. Down to 5 seconds on the play clock. We're letting it run all the way down. They finally snap it. Kick is away. And as time expires, we seal a win from Kansas City. Our rookie quarterback just came up insanely clutch, and we get the win 24-21, improve to 7-2 on the season, and take first place in the AFC West right now. This was just a massive game. When we went down 14-0, I was starting to lose hope, but once we once we scored right before halftime, I was like, okay, maybe we have some hope. Then we fumbled, but then we got the interception. This was a very back and forth game, and I'm just glad we picked up the win. Quarterback Michael Elliott goes 26 of 38 for 198 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. On the ground, Ashton Jeanty ran 25 times for 139 yards and a score. And a receiving, Brock Bowers 6 for 59, Jack Bech 6 for 50 and a score, and Michael Mayer even got a touchdown today. It looks like Eric Stokes and Landon Roberts led our team in tackles today, both getting 6. We got 2 sacks from Tonka Hemingway. One of those was absolutely massive. And then Max Crosby and Zadarius Smith both shared 1. Interceptions, Justin Simmons came away with 2. And I would say we actually held Mahomes pretty well. 20 of 25 for only 173 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 picks. On the ground, Pacheco ran for 53 yards on 12 carries. And then their best receiver was Rashee Rice, 6 catches for 66 yards and a score. And Marquise Brown got a touchdown. Following that massive win, we now get ready for another divisional matchup. In Week 11, we will play host to the Denver Broncos, who are 5-4 now. And there it is. Officially, we are the #1 team in the AFC West. We will see how well we hold on to that spot.